Beautiful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play fake, Bridgewater. Got him, man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bridgewater. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Only able to gain a couple there. And just like that, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Edmonds. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Sneak, it's Bridgewater. Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. In his own end zone, it's Brady. That's caught by Penning. And he's got some space here. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep. And while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great run, yes, but something you pointed out to me on film is when they get outside the tackles, their wide receivers are really good at blocking.
And this is a team that values those wide receivers actually blocking. They actually get congratulated and noted for their blocking during a game. They can have a 10-catch game, but if they don't block well, it's going to be a long week for them in practice.
On play action, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Not me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit. It
seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Right now. Let's hunt, baby.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Fournette running right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Here's a give to Fournette. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Brady now on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's brought in by Wilson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Buccaneers 0. Jason Sanders to kick off 1-1.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10. Now Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .35 yards that time on the punt, and the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Bridgewater's throw is taken in by Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 4. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken. Successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
58 is the money. 58 is the money. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now Brady. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. So that was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady going to throw.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It's over. Let's dominate.
Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Lions suck up on for the point after. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
William Golston in on the stop.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Back now in Tampa. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff running left is Mostert. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
This is Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Opting to run again here with White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And Brady will sneak it. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Bridgewater to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.